Hey, Lakers Nation! Welcome back to Lakers Breakdown, your go-to source for all things Los Angeles Lakers. I'm super excited about today's video because we've got some interesting news regarding a former Lakers center who's making waves again in the NBA. It's one of those stories where you can't help but root for the guy, especially if you're a Lakers fan. We're talking about none other than Colin Castleton, a player who was part of the Lakers roster but never really got a shot on the court with us. Now, after some time spent in the G League and a few twists and turns, he's been signed to a 10-day contract by the Toronto Raptors. So, what does that mean for him, the Lakers, and the NBA as a whole? Stick around, because we're going to break it all down and dive deep into this topic. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future Lakers updates. Let's get into it. Now, let's rewind a bit and talk about Colin Castleton's journey with the Lakers, which, to be honest, wasn't all that long. Last season, Castleton was brought in under a two-way contract by the Lakers. For those of you who may not know, a two-way deal typically means a player will spend most of their time in the G League, but is eligible to be called up to the NBA roster. Castleton was someone the Lakers hoped would develop in the G League and possibly be a solid contributor down the line. However, as luck would have it, things didn't go as planned. In the early stages of last season, Castleton suffered a wrist injury that ended up being a major setback. He couldn't play at the level he wanted, and unfortunately, his time with the Lakers came to an abrupt halt. As a result, he was waived by the team before the start of this current season. It was a tough break for the young player, but that's the reality of the NBA. Competition is fierce, and timing is everything. After being waived, Castleton didn't give up on his dream. He found himself bouncing around G League, where he continued to work on his game and improve. He played with a couple of different organizations, including the Memphis Grizzlies and the Osceola Magic. And here's where things get interesting. His performance in the G League was pretty impressive. He averaged a solid 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. That kind of production certainly caught the attention of NBA scouts. And now, he's got his opportunity with the Raptors. The Toronto Raptors, who have been struggling a bit this season, are now giving Castleton the chance to prove himself on a 10-day contract. For those of you who aren't familiar, a 10-day contract is often as a tryout period for players, where they get to show what they can do in an NBA environment. It's a critical moment for Colin, as it could determine whether he sticks with an NBA team moving forward, or if he'll have to return to the G League and try again next season. What's fascinating here is that the Raptors are in a bit of a rebuilding phase. So they're trying different combinations of players to see who might fit long term. It's an opportunity for Castleton to show that he belongs in the NBA, even if it's not with the team that originally signed him. And who knows, if he performs well enough, this 10-day contract could turn into something bigger, possibly a more permanent spot with the Raptors or another team. Now, I know some of you may be wondering, well, what about the Lakers? I get it. We're all about supporting our purple and gold, and we've seen some fans express that they'd love to see Castleton return to the Lakers at some point. However, As it stands, the Lakers are pretty solid at the center position right now. Jackson Hayes has been doing a decent job as the starting center, and even though there have been some questions about rim protection, Hayes has been a reliable option. Plus, we've got Alex Len, who we picked up in the buyout market, adding depth to the roster. The Lakers are in a position where they don't necessarily need to bring Castleton back. They're aiming for a championship, and while it's great to see former players thrive, the team has a different direction they need to focus on. But hey, we all know that the NBA is full of surprises. Just because Castleton isn't in LA right now doesn't mean that his story is over. If he continues to improve and impress, who knows what could happen in the future? In fact, a lot of us Lakers fans would love to see him succeed, even if it's with another team. After all, this guy was once part of our family, and it's always nice to see former players find success. I'm sure many of you would agree. It's about supporting the guys who have been a part of the Lakers' journey, no matter where they end up. Castleton's story is a reminder that the NBA isn't always about being drafted or having the most hype. It's about perseverance, hard work, and constantly proving that you belong. This 10-day contract with the Raptors is a big step for him, and I, for one, am rooting for him to make the most of it. If he plays well, he might just find a permanent spot in the league, and that would be a great story for all of us to follow. So, Lakers fans, what do you think about Colin Castleton's journey? It's been a bit of a roller coaster, but the guy is showing resilience and determination to keep pushing forward, and that's something we can all admire. Even though he's not with the Lakers right now, it's exciting to see where his future in the NBA takes him. As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think the Lakers should have kept Castleton on the roster? Or do you think it's for the best that he's exploring new opportunities elsewhere? Drop your comments below. Let's get the discussion going. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Lakers Breakdown for more content like this. We've got a lot more Lakers news, analysis, and insights coming your way. Stay tuned, and as always, let's keep the Lakers spirit alive. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, Lakers Nation.